Hey everyone, this is Louis and welcome to the Ultimate Brand Bible, your ultimate space for free advice, tips, tricks, hacks, how-to guides, templates, and resources on branding to help you get your brand to the next level. And you can start the process for your brand today by hitting the subscribe button and the little bell notification to make sure you don't miss any of the great stuff we put out on a regular basis. So without further ado, let's get branding. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to improve your brand image. Let's get going. And we're going to start off with this. Now, you might be wondering what this little photo is doing here. And I think this is a good way to set the mood for this video. Now, you'll notice that I've still been using the same boring little intro that I made. That I've used in the last few videos. Now, since this video is about how to improve your brand image, I can tell you that that intro of mine is not helping my brand image, and so I am working on a new one. I am just in the meantime, I have this little guy here smiling, taking your attention completely away from that intro, and now you are in a different space. So this is just one way that I am improving my brand image. Nonetheless, enough with the cheap tricks. Let's get into this video, how to improve your brand image. For those of you who haven't checked out my video on this yet, there is a video on how brand image, what it is, and why it's important, and also what makes a brand image, which is part of our series on understanding branding basics. So I'll have something pop up here, you can check that out, and also the playlist, be sure to check it out. A lot of great stuff in there if you are new to this space. So how to improve your brand image. Before we get started, let's look at a few things. Unlike a brand identity, a brand image is a little bit more tricky to improve. It also takes a bit longer. Now, why is that? So the brand image is, in a sense, a reactionary measure on your brand identity once customers engage with your brand and its products or services. Because there's a delay in these reactions, it might take a bit longer to improve and also to figure out where the exact areas of improvement are. So basically you have your brand identity, which you then put out, and your communication that goes out, and then there is a lag between what you put out and how your customers or audience responds to that. So now, because of that lag, it makes things a little bit more tricky. Nonetheless, I'm going to show you 5 things, if I'm not mistaken, how to improve your brand identity. Number 1 is feedback. One of the key components that can help improve your brand identity is accurate, up-to-date feedback from your customers and others in the marketplace. Now, this has become a little bit more easier to do today with social media because a lot of that is instant. If you have a lot of engagement on your website, there's a lot of stuff on the back end and analytics that you can actually see. And then it's important for brands to invest time, energy, and money into feedback and data collection method and tools. You can use customer surveys, focus groups, social media engagements, as I mentioned. And these are all great examples of it. Now, getting real-time data on how customers feel about your brand and its products or services is instrumental in determining where and how your brand image is lagging and where it can be improved. The data can be instant. The fix might take a bit longer. Nonetheless, it's important to have these, the most up-to-date real-time feedback that you can get. It'll put you in the best position to improve your brand image. Number 2 is messaging. Once you have sufficient data and a clear idea of where the disconnect lies between your brand identity and your brand image, a very effective way of improving your brand image is through your messaging. You could easily address any kind of misinterpretation of your brand identity through targeted messaging to realign your communication efforts and change the misrepresented narratives over time. Messaging can be particularly effective in addressing negative comments or reviews, complaints, or concerns as soon as they arise. And this is very, very important to absolutely be on top of this. If you have social media accounts and you have products that you sell or anything where people can leave reviews or people are engaging, around your brand, talking about your brand all the time, if there are negative comments that come up, the faster and the better you can respond to that and try and you're not going to be able to solve all of those things. I mean, it's just the nature of the business, but at least the faster you can respond to it and the better you can handle those situations in real time, the better it'll be for your brand image. Now let's look at number 3, for those of you who are actually keeping track of the numbers. Experience. Experiences are powerful ways of immersing consumers into your brand experience and what your brand and its products or services are all about. So many studies have shown that people respond better to experience of a brand than any other traditional form of advertising, which increases their likelihood of buying your products or services. So the majority of people who have been immersed in a brand experience through a brand's experiential marketing efforts have positively increased or positively changed their perception of that brand. I think there are many studies that have been done on this. Those findings strongly support the direct correlation between a positive brand experience leading to positive brand perceptions and positively impacting and improving your brand image. Now let's look at number 4, involvement. There are also many ways in which you can indirectly get involved in the lives of your customers that can improve your brand image. One way is getting involved in community outreach programs, charity events, sponsorships, etc. All great examples of how you can improve your brand image through involvement. Another great way is by setting up your own charity even and supporting causes that are in line with your brand's values and in turn in line with your audience as values. And the last one we'll look at here is number 5, culture. So you can improve your brand image by creating a good environment and internal culture within your organization or business. Your employees have the potential to become powerful brand ambassadors if they believe in and inspired by your brand's vision and what you represent as a brand. The golden rule here: take care of your employees and they will take care of your customers. Value your employees and they will value your customers. Inspire your employees and they will inspire your customers. And on that note of inspiration and our little smiling friend in the beginning, I hope I'm leaving you on a positive note. And if you need anything else, you can head over to ultimatebrandbible.com and check out all of the great stuff we have on there. Till next time.